Hello and welcome back to Will's World Reviews and More, and today we're going to be doing the prediction video for this Sunday's WWE Elimination Chamber 2015. So obviously this is a pay-per-view that is exclusive to WWE Network. Yeah, looking forward to it. You know, again, Dean Ambrose in the main event is always going to be an exciting thing for me. I'm still firmly believing that he's not going to win the title, but still to have him consistently performing at a high level in the main event and for the crowd to be kind of behind him and obviously hopefully now the company behind him, it's a good thing. And it'll be interesting to see where they go after this Sunday. Might do a video on that depending. I haven't done one of those kind of videos in a while where I like speculate what's going to happen, so we'll see what happens after the actual event. So it's looking to be quite a decent event. So the pre-show so far, they've got a segment between Daniel Bryan, who's obviously relinquished his IC title, but he's got a book out, he's got a DVD out, they want to promote it, so he's going on Miss TV. I reckon there will be a match of some kind as well. Not quite sure what, maybe Stardust, kind of thing. Maybe even Bray Wyatt, because he's not really been booked, has he, for this event. Neither's Roman Reigns, but we'll get to that. So that's, a possibility. Maybe you'll have Mega Powers, the new Mega Powers, coming in, so we're not sure. But that'd be interesting to see what Daniel Bryan has to say on the kind of kickoff show, and to see what happens really. But yep, that's that. So that's the actual matches. We've got two actually in the actual Elimination Chamber, which is the IC title and the tag titles. But before that, they've got Adrian Neville versus Bo Dallas, which is like a throwback to NXT. So that should be quite an interesting match. I've never really seen Bo Dallas wrestle, so I've only seen him doing segments. Obviously, we all know what Neville can do, so it'd be interesting to see who gets the win here. I think it'll be Neville, just because they're wanting to push him really, really high at the moment. I think it's likely that he'll be inserted into the IC title picture, maybe US title picture, depending, whatever, somewhere down the line before the end of the year. First Elimination Chamber match is for the tag title, so it's never been seen before this. It's never happened, a tag team match inside the chamber. You've got the champions New Day, obviously, going up against Cesaro and Kid, Los Matadores, the Primetime Players, the Ascension, and the Lucha Dragons. Now, I think the titles will change hands. As for who, I'm not sure. I can't see it being Los Matadores. I can't really see it being the Ascension or the Lucha Dragons. It could be the Primetime Players, but I think I'm going to go with Cesaro and Kid. That's my pick. I think they'll retain. But we'll see. It could be interesting to see what happens. There's lots of different possibilities in this, and it'll just be interesting to see them, how they're going to work it in the pods, whether they're going to release one guy at a time, or how they're going to work it out with the tags. And obviously there's outside interference from different people, Xavier Woods, Natalia, El Torito. So it should be interesting, but I think I'm going with my heart more than anything, in that I'd like Cesaro or Kid or the Primetime Players to win, but I'll go with Cesaro and Kid. I think they've got the more likely the chance to do so. Then we've got the triple threat for WWE Divas title, Nikki Bella versus Paige versus Naomi. I keep saying that it should change hands at some point, but with Nikki Bella, you never really know. So I'm going to say she's going to retain, and maybe she'll lose it. But I think Nikki will retain against Paige and Naomi. But it'll be interesting in that dynamics, because whether they'll work together at some point or not, because obviously all these three women have had run-ins with each other. So hopefully it'll be a good match, and hopefully it won't be a short match, too short of a match. And yeah, I'm going with Nikki Bella for that one. The IC title Elimination Chamber match. Interesting again, first time this has ever happened. Obviously it's a relinquished title by Daniel Bryan, so we haven't got a champion, so the people fighting for that are Sheamus, Rusev, Ryback, Ziggler, King Barrett, and R-Truth. I can't see him putting it on Rusev or Ziggler, because I think their feud is going to carry on outside. They're not fighting for a title, they're fighting for Lana, so we'll scratch them out of it. Sheamus is a decent possibility, but I know they've got Cena as they want a face champion. Sheamus is heel, obviously. They've got a heel WWE champion. So it could go either way here. So I think it's probably going to be between Sheamus and Ryback. I'd have thought, because Barrett's heel as well. So you could fix that in there. Depends which way they want to go. I can't see R-Truth winning it. So if they go for a heel, obviously I think Sheamus or Barrett. But I think Ryback. I'm not a massive fan of his. I don't think he's the best wrestler. He's not the most technical. He's had his critics, namely CM Punk, which makes me wonder, how he works. But I think, he does deserve a bit of a run with a belt. And so I'm going to go optimistically for Ryback. Then we've got Kevin Owens versus John Cena. Now, I'm not quite sure what's going off with this. Because obviously Owens is the NXT champion and Cena is the US champion. Now, initially, Owens came out to confront Cena as part of the US Open Challenge. But it says on my thing, I've looked, on some of them it says the US title is up for grabs. On others it says that neither title is up for grabs. On this one here I'm reading at the moment, it says neither title's on the line. I hope it's neither, because that would mean there's more chance that Kevin Owens is going to win. But if it's for the US title, then we know Cena's going to win. Because Owens is still part of the NXT roster. We've only ever seen that once with Paige, where she was one champion and came to was the NXT Women's Champion and then came up to the main roster and won the Divas title. So I think it will be unlikely if the US title's on the line that Owens will win. So if the US title's on the line, I'm going with Cena. If neither title's on the line, I'm going with Owens. And then we've got the final match. Which is obviously the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match, which is not inside the chamber, unfortunately. But with two people, obviously you couldn't do that. They could have had enough people to do so, I think. But I'm glad they've done it with the IC title and tag titles. So I think that I'll get onto my predictions in that one. I'm just trying to work out. I think that could be a full card. Like I said, there's a few notable absentees like Randy Orton, obviously. Roman Reigns not booked. Bray Wyatt. So I'm thinking if they're not somehow involved on the pre-show, which is unlikely because they are quite big stars, they will be involved somehow, interfering or at ringside or something. Something's going to happen with those guys, I imagine, especially Reigns, you would think. But so yeah, that's what I'm saying for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Maybe we'll see a Roman Reigns heel turn, screw Ambrose out of the title. It could happen. Like I said, I think Rollins is going to win. I don't think they're ready to put the strap on Ambrose yet. I think Ambrose probably will have a run with the belt. Hopefully they'll win Money in the Bank and then it's more or less guaranteed. But maybe they might not even go that way depending what his status is at the time. Because I think I read somewhere there's a possibility that Rollins will obviously feud with Lesnar going into the summer. And maybe Ambrose will feud with Reigns either as both of them face or maybe as Reigns heel, because obviously Ambrose is probably the top face in the company, really. Gets the biggest pops, most popular. So it would probably be silly for WWE to mess that up. But all in all, it's shaping up to be a really, really good pay-per-view, and one that is unexpected. It's a bit weird only having it 2 weeks after the last one, but look, pardon me, looking forward to it. The last one I kind of watched a bit later on. I might watch this one live depending how tired I am. So we'll see. But yeah, looking forward to it. Can't wait. Be interested to see the results, and obviously I'll get my review as soon as I can. But until then, thanks for watching. Keep liking, commenting, subscribing, and I'll see you soon. Peace.